So, well, okay, I'm trying to do this. Okay, hold up. Because, see, what bump? See, guys, I'm trying to do some, god damn. That's a big bump.
I told you.
You got bit by something.
All right.
Obviously, Cedric got wrestled before we started doing this. Something bitter. Yeah, that's how we start off. Checking my woman's bump. Okay. So this was not a bad show. New Japan Pro Wrestling got this mystique about it where everyone's just gonna automatically love it. So let's get on with this. All right, match by match. So we'll try to do it short this time. So Shingo Takagi versus Juice Robinson. All in all, Shingo didn't show up.
The Shingo who beat Sho didn't show up. He did his thing, but he didn't show up.
He got Juice over.
He did.
Juice Robinson sporting some new attire.
He looked better.
Looked awesome.
Yes.
I'm adjusting to the hair. I'm kind of seeing it as I'm done with the whole super nice guy. Now I'm trying to get serious. This means Juice is trying to look better in New Japan's eyes and show that he's worthy of title contention and to keep a title and be taken serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But he had to cut his hair off to do that. So, but you know what? The match, honestly, everyone thinks, Takagi's a shoo-in. I thought he was going to win.
I thought he was going to win too.
I knew he was going to win, but no. It was a good match. It was a great match. It was an awesome showing. And as I was saying, I was like, Juice, for his past, G1 events, he needed this kind of win.
Because last year when he had a broken hand.
And then the one before that,
two broke legs trying to walk it off.
So he needed this. And also, Shingo, not thinking about it, I thought about it afterwards, he needed to lose. He's been a juggernaut. He's been dominant, and now he's in the heavyweight division. So, honestly, for him to win outright would have been bad. All right? Going aesthetics, you're in the heavyweight division, take a loss, and now you can win some. You don't look unbeatable. You kill he's going to win. It's Shingo. You killed that in everyone. Now they want to watch you. They don't want to, it's not the mystique anymore. The honeymoon is over.
Ain't no mystique.
No, because look, the best of the Super Juniors. Hold up, the best of Shingo and some Junior.
Yeah.
All right, he should have won, right?
Won.
You know how Shingo is. You know what he can do.
Mm-hmm.
So when you put him in the G1 with wrestlers that we pretty much know very well,
mm-hmm.
you're like, he should just run through him.
Yeah, he should have.
That's the mystique I'm talking about. And now that he's taken a loss, and I think it was a good loss. It made sense. But I'm going to say this. The mystique is gone. Now you can watch him on a more technical wrestling aspect.
But I was doing that anyway.
No, you were doing that with, he got to win. No, how he going to win?
The reason why I was like
Pumping bomber pin. Just stay down, fool.
The reason why I was like that because I have been watching him the whole time. His whole arsenal makes it so that he should win. It's not like Will Ospreay where you get his neck broken, his head torn off, and you got a corpse walking around with blood shooting out, and he does a Spanish fly and win.
Yeah. I'm sure Tal Jones is agreeing with you right now.
And see, here's the thing. Like Sonata, he has to not show up to drop a win to his opponent.
Yes.
And it's visible, and it's obvious why. Because he's awesome. Ain't no mystique. He's just fucking awesome. He's seasoned like good meat, and he's ready to go.
All right. All I can do is smile. All right. Okay. Okay. I don't really.
I'm gonna wait now.
Yeah, you were waiting now. You went to sleep on the last match.
Yeah, I just get tired of I can't talk. We'll wait. We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. So, Juice Robinson wins. All right. In a good match, great fashion, Juice, tired, but they did it. Now comes the match. I was like, okay, let's give him another try. Let's see what's up. And I said this. He needs to beat Tai Chi.
Yeah.
So John Moxley versus Tai Chi.
He beat Tai Chi.
Yeah, but Moxley did the whole hardcore outside the ring, the Sambo slam through the tables.
He still hasn't shown me anything, and I'm beginning to believe.
I've seen. Look, hold up. You can't say he hasn't shown you anything. I thought he did good. He did the whole, battle in the corner. That looked good. He did some wrestling moves. That looked good. I just get sick and tired of the stupid ass hardcore shit. I'd be like, wait a minute, he's what? Oh my, I don't know what happened with John Moxley. He just didn't show up on the plane. We got this person instead now. It would just happen. I'd fuck him over quick. I'm like, I can't have this in my G1. I just can't. That's just it. But all in all, look, watching the match, it's just that type of match.
Right.
And it was all right. Moxley did show a little something. But I want to see him wrestle in the ring as a match and no bullshit. I don't care about the hardcore. I want to see the wrestling.
Here is what I want. As you just said, with Shingo Takagi and the Best of Super Juniors, dude said it was Best of Shingo and some juniors, because that's what it was. You said it and it was true. You said it and it was seen. Yeah. You said it and Shingo brought it. So Moxley comes in, oh, John Moxley, and then he gets there and it's like, what?
This is what...
He hasn't showed us anything.
Okay, this is a shoot here. This is going to be a serious shoot. For the longest, this right here, people are going to get mad at me on this one. This is what I don't let some secrets out, but I'm gonna let this one out. This is a secret to let you know if a wrestler is worth a fuck. All right, when you hear of a wrestler that coming to the something they're gonna join or something, you haven't seen them and you hear a lot of buzz, but you don't hear shit about what they can do in that ring. That lets you know they ain't worth too much of a fuck. They might know how to wrestle. They might have their good wrestling license and stuff. But that don't mean they worth a shit. When I heard about Will Ospreay, I was like, there was so much buzz about Will Ospreay. Going to be in New Japan. Great. Okay, who is he? All I heard was, it's Will Ospreay. It's Will Ospreay. And I started thinking, this guy's going to suck nuts. And while he's flippy floppy, he didn't show me shit. Anyone can jump off the goddamn... 315 pounds, 5'11", out of shape as fuck. I couldn't hold air if I had a bag and a goddamn respirator. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I could jump off the goddamn rope and land on somebody. I could run. I could rebound and do an elbow drop. I could roll around on the mat and do some shit. To be a wrestler, you just need some goddamn tights, knee pads, boots, and you're good. All right. But I want to see some goddamn wrestling. So when Will wasn't showing me any wrestling, I didn't have any hope. Still don't. Moxley, he tried to show a little something here and there, but he got this goddamn craze of being hardcore or doing that shit like that. So since when I asked 0-0, all right, I asked 0, I was like, what's so good about this guy, man? He's just good, man. He's just crazy. He does all this shit. He couldn't tell me shit. I asked John Nubai, and he was like, I don't know. And I was like, okay. And then I tried to listen to some shit people talking on YouTube about John Moxley coming to New Japan Pro Wrestling. It was like, yeah, he's going to bring like his whole repertoire and all. Okay, what's he going to do? Nobody would name a move. Nobody would name a style. Nobody would name shit. That tells me enough that this guy was not going to be good enough, but I held that to myself. I was like, let's give it a try. Maybe something has changed. Then I get to listen to him talk to Jericho about shit, about WrestleMania, and I'm like, you're just a waste of fucking time. But New Japan normally has higher regulations on what they want in the wrestlers, so I'm like, let's give him a chance. I kept giving him chances before I even talked about giving him a chance.
I know, baby.
I did my job. I did my due diligence, and goddamn it, he don't have any diligence for me to be due about. So fuck it.
They have slackened their regulations about letting folks in. They proved that when they let Jericho in.
So yeah, I admit, yeah, Jericho was a shit. The crowd was even behind Tai Chi. What the fuck?
That was bad.
That's bad.
That was bad.
That's bad when the crowd wants Tai Chi to win. Ooh. Okay. So Moxley win. He showed me some stuff in the corner. He did a slam. he did some sliding move or whatnot. He gets the win. He did, he's all right. He's all right enough, for something. All right. So next,
Naito versus Yano Toru.
That match.
It was so funny.
That was just absolute comedy.
I laughed till my head hurt.
Yeah, that's probably what made you go to sleep. You broke yourself. Naito and Toru was like, how the fuck? The hair covering, the spitting, the whoa, and the whole. And I wish I could just show the match.
Naito's very slow and dressing.
Naito, Hayaku. Tell him to hurry up.
He got
And Naito got to his neck and looked like,
stop.
How long you want this to take? Yeah, you want to keep going or not? And Yano just pausing. He's like, I'm gonna shut up. Just get it done. Then he gets it off, slow his ass over to the rope, and then Yano's like, no. Get my shirt. He put his shirt on. Okay, my shirt is on. You don't have to take yours off. Now we can wrestle.
Yes.
And not you watch the match. Yeah, this is day 2. We're behind, but that's just what happens with our lives. But I'm gonna tell you, Naito, half that match had to keep from laughing.
Yes.
I enjoyed that aspect. Yano must do a good. Yano, yes, he does comedy and he does it well. But we've seen the real Yano. We've seen him.
He's a baddie.
Yeah, that's a mean dude. That's a mean dude. And he needs to have a straight up heel turn and just be him.
Anybody that can walk around in a plaid shirt in real life is a bad guy.
He was wearing plaid?
Yeah.
Huh. What was this?
We saw him on one of the shows. He came out and he had a plaid shirt.
Yeah, you wearing plaid.
He was so goofy.
That's a heel for you right there. That's a heel. Oh man, that's like Big Josh level. Okay, he was a super face, but still, he was wearing flannel. It was flannel and plaid.
Who was Big Josh?
Yeah, that's old school WCW shit right there. That's real old school. Big Josh. Mountain Man had to. That's pretty much where Steven Regal had to. They copied that gimmick kind of.
I'm a man.
Oh, Lord Steven Regal. Poor guy. He did his job and he kissed ass and he did.
Yeah.
In wrestling rip. Okay. But Yano got the win.
Yeah,
he just jacked up the refs. He's like, I'm just gonna put this shirt over your head. I'm gonna hit the low blow. And then I'm gonna hit the low blow. No, a spear to the back. Naito was coming up. Naito got fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. Neither one broke a sweat. They both had fun. Mm-hmm. Naito got his loss, so the mystique is gone. Now he can wrestle and do his thing. All right. Then comes the heaviest hitting match of the night, which was slow, cumbersome, brutal. Any word of devastation works. Jeff Cobb versus Ishii Tomohiro. So, good grief.
That was a good match.
Jeff Cobb, okay. Jeff Cobb wrestled in a match. I can't say it's for the title because obviously he wasn't going to win. We knew that.
Yeah, he wrestled Matt Taven, the best in the world for Ring of Honor.
And that match was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was still building. And then, Jeff Cobb was standing on the outside with his back turned. That's when he got hit by Taven with a tope suicida. And we thought he sustained a shoulder or a head injury or maybe even neck injury. But it seemed that when his head and shoulder hit the barricade, injuries happen in the weirdest ways, but it seems that when he did that, he didn't hurt his shoulder or his head. He jarred a muscle in his lower back on his side.
Is it then or before that when he was standing on the apron and he did something to him and just yanked him by his arm and drove that shoulder into the hard part of the ring?
Oh, crap.
Into the apron. It was one of those two times.
It could have happened then, but after one outside though, that's when the match took a dive for both of them.
Yeah.
So it could have been both. One could have started, the other could have finished it off, or one could have started and the other just aggravated it further. Nevertheless, you got jet lag, and Jeff Cobb, he was tired early on. Mm-hmm. He was trying to walk upright, so he's trying to avoid the pain. That's going to stop his breathing because you got to concentrate on walking different. he was gassed.
And he did well, even gassed though.
Yeah, he did. I can't even imagine that level of endurance. Whew. I'm just saying, I go to the kitchen to wash my hands. I come back sweating and on all fours. I'm jacked up, man. Okay, that's hyperbole as hell. But still.
And Ishii didn't have much better time because Jeff Cobb is a big boy.
And he had to lug him around.
He was suplexing him and brain busting and picking up, and Jeff Cobb is a big boy, and he was putting damage on Tomohiro too.
Damn, it just hit me because, okay, look, I was going to say, Jeff Cobb, work on your elbows. Work on them. We've seen Jeff Cobb do elbows, and they aren't epic, but they're good elbows. I'm thinking back. I'm using hindsight, and hindsight is always 20/20.
He can't throw that elbow if his back hurt.
He won't move it. He won't twisting his body.
Yeah.
He won't twist it. He was throwing that from the shoulder, not from the hip.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't put any stank on it.
Yeah.
Those were some clean smelling elbows. No stank at all. You know? But it was honestly, it could have been the main event.
Yeah, it was great.
Until I saw the main event. But yeah, Ishii Tomohiro, he got the win. He just didn't look like it. And that let you know the match was epic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we get to the main event. Jay White versus Goto Hiroki. And at first, I was working on OBS Studio, and I'm just getting names. I'm trying to, this format here, I'm like, oh, okay, you know, it took a little bit to figure it out and all this. Yeah, I was watching that, and I was like, this is kind of boring. It's just Goto Hiroki, okay? It's just hard to be excited.
It's Goto. It started off they were wrestling, and then Switchblade did his thing, went out to the ring. Geto starts messing with Goto, and Goto falls forward.
No, Geto ain't there. Geto has not been there for a long time. It's his younger brother Gato.
Oh, Gato.
It's Gato. It's the flamboyant brother. It's Gato.
So Gato was out there, and he starts messing with Goto, and Goto falls for it, and then Switchblade does his crap on the outside, started whooping his ass, and he skull drags Goto for the first half of the match.
So
I get tired of that. So
yes, I'm like,
I settled into a nice doze. I ain't gonna lie.
I was working on OBS Studio. I was glancing up and stuff because I already know once they hit. I think for when it comes to main events, I think when they hit that 7-minute mark, that's when. So when you hear 5 minutes gone by, you got to give it a couple of more minutes, and then when you see 1 to 2 certain signature moves, you see those come out, that's when you have to start paying attention. Because then you starting to see the match. And yeah, I, as much as I love pro wrestling, it's just certain people that turn me off, man. They just do. All right? I mean, if you're going to go have sex with somebody, you don't want them to lay there and not participate. I don't like watching wrestling when there's no participation. A skull dragon, that's good in tag team. You know, but when it comes to the main event singles, it can't be too much skull dragging. It can't be. You know, you get a beating on the mat about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, fine. Not 6. Not a 6-minute walk around taunt, beating and
shit talk.
God damn, man. You know, it's like a Cody Rhodes montage. So, but once it got started, it got great. It got amazing. Jay White performing as awesome as he always do. I'm gonna give it that.
Yeah, he's always on.
He's always on.
Show up.
Goto Hiroki. No one put like this. It's hard for you to put somebody over that don't have anything that you want to see. Goto Hiroki, not only did he do his normal move set, but then he showed the other version of all the moves. So now you got to see 2 or 3 different versions of moves, and he displayed them, and you got to see the Shoten Kai, the move he innovated. He didn't do it as well. Tired, beat to shit, but he did it, and it was still good. He didn't get the win, but I was amazed with Hiroki's, not just the fact he's doing something different, but his delivery of it. He was, look, Kevin Kelly, Mr. WWE, was really talking about him training with Shibata, but at the same time, honestly, I want to just blindly disagree, but I'm like, hey, he's repping LA Dojo.
Mm-hmm.
If he's actually been around Shibata, and Shibata's like, hey, man, why don't you do this? He'd be like, wait, I could do that. Like this thing is Splash. Wait, you mean to tell me nobody ever ran across the ring and just jumped on somebody in the corner?
Nope.
For over 100 years, no one just did that?
Nope.
No one just ran to jump across the ring? Huh.
Maybe Shibata beat him with that stick.
You know what?
A swift
Probably
beating will
did.
change a man.
Probably.
It'll change a woman. It'll change a child.
At one point, people, the hammer throw was a finishing move. Yes, to grab someone, grab them by their wrist, and shove them as hard as you can into the corner, that was a finishing move.
Wow.
The drop kick used to be a finishing move.
Seems kind of lazy now.
Oh, yeah, seems kind of lazy, but you got to think about how all this stuff come up.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah. And then the, Goto Revolution GTR, he finished with that, the inverted version of it, and he did it great. Goto Hiroki put on a grand, stellar match. And it was the best match of the night. It was the best performance I've seen out of Goto, and it honestly makes me want to see him wrestle again. It's rare that, I can't remember ever saying that, but I want to see him again. Finally, I want to see him wrestle
I'm going to have
again.
to watch that again to be able to lend any credence to it being the best match of the night, because Shingo and Juice and Jeff Cobb and Ishii were good.
Yeah, like I said, Jeff Cobb and Ishii should have been the main event until I saw the main event.
I'm going to have to revisit that.
It's fucking awesome. It was fucking awesome. It took me by surprise. Man, get this off my screen. I can't see the time limit at all. So, yeah, I thought we'd be talking for about 20-some minutes. And that's where we are. This can't be on mine. We got to, 5 matches. And we still got to do day 2 and I think today was day 2, won't it?
Yeah, today's the 14th. So
well, I mean day 3.
Day 3. So after we get done today, we'll be on track.
That's if we can do it. Minecraft or wrestling, which one?
We can get this done and probably get a little Minecraft in too if we're diligent.
If we're
got to stay on target.
So, hey, if Bobby Rays, if you listen to this, give your thoughts down below if you care to. Hey, T. Jones, Dow Jones, let us know as always. What did you think? We want to kind of do this a little fast and whatnot. And just letting you know, it'd be nice to, have you join us up here. This is kind of fun. But yeah, we don't want to waste too much of everyone's time. We want to just chill. I hope you enjoyed CR Fire Pro Road down there. I need to do more road shows. But yeah, so this been for CR Wrestling Commentary, G1 Climax 29 Day 2. This is Cedric Kennedy of CR and CR Fire Pro, and Cedric Owens of the Wicked Orchard. All that you can find on YouTube. So, good night.